Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and we are back in the nether hub tunnel that I need to finish, and I just keep not finishing it. But I want to show you I've done quite a bit of work here and talked with the communities that actually fit and my viewers and things, and this is kind of the design that they're looking for, and they will see this here has been adjusted. This is his home. Look, it's a mini monument, an ocean monument. That is what it's called. Yeah, the little pockets where the grass comes out for the lighting to look like coral reef and things like that. He can go into those, but I think it's okay. Like, I would love to hear from people how that looks. Now, in here, I haven't completely finished all of the changes, but I've gotten it to the point where we can actually join ourselves in here, and we're starting the collection, but I need lots more iron. And this is just to show you, let's put that on our offhand. This is sort of the style that I'm going for, and I hope it looks good. And we constantly have drops doing things like that, but we can just go and do this, and we can do it from here as well instead of pressing shift. Look, that's shift, that's not shift. So it's kind of working out perfectly. I still need to do these corners, but I've been debating it, because sometimes for the experience, look, that's how we needed to pick it up. So I think we'll go up to here and not down to the bottom, but I just can't completely decide things like that yet. So that's where we will pretty much have to wait to hear. Now, because we don't have the iron, I couldn't do the hopper lines here and the sorting, things like that, but we're going to sort out each of these three into the collective chests. The fish over there, one of the prismarine crystals here, and obviously the prismarine shards on that side. I just suddenly realized crystals, shards, and fish, and then that's the extra, because the reason is, if we take a look in here, you see we can get tons of fish, tons of crystals, and tons of shards, but also sometimes ink sacs, sometimes pufferfish, and sometimes some of the other fish. So that's why I wanted to have a sort of end zone. And then in this corner, we're going to pretty much make something that gets rid of the waste. So if it goes through this and it can't fill everything, it'll then go into the line for those chests, the buffer chests. Same thing for the other two, and then if the buffer chests are full, it'll start just getting rid of everything that comes through that's in surplus. So yeah, as you can see, I kind of started the paths, but we need like way more ink sacs, and I have a plan for what to do here, but I don't think the size will work out for it. So I'm going to be experimenting in creative over a few days and see how that works for us. Let's go on to what we're doing this episode. I figured we will take that path up to take a look at it, and I know that some of this path is actually not completely there. This is to show myself all of the spots where we need to help with some work. So there we go, and we can go up here and up here. Now this height is too high, like, just to show it to you, see, we immediately strike it and fall. So I need to fix that height, but I've thought about it quite a lot, and honestly it's pretty much just we will lower it. We'll look at the floor when we're looking at the signs. Just thinking, do we have what we need? And the answer is no. But let's just put this here temporarily. I was just going, ooh, I need to be careful not to walk off the edge. Because we want to do... Oh, do you know what? I know what it was. Where is that staircase? Over there. Perfect. Yeah, I just suddenly realized I know what it is. Ah, this is going to be slightly sad. But this, I think, is what's causing it. So let's just go and see when the cloud goes away. Oh my word. Okay, while we're waiting for the cloud for a second, let's put the particles back onto all. I believe it is like 45 degrees. Hopefully I make this one. Ah, yes. Perfect. So, for this, I want to completely adjust what we see here. So, this project isn't necessarily going to be good, but I want to make a castle up here. Now, this is where the gate will be. So 1, 2, 3. I think it needs to be 5. So let's go to the middle. And there we go, 5. And it's going to be on top of a cloud. That's what we are currently building. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. And let's go like so. This is kind of the prep that we're going to be doing. And I don't think that this will necessarily be completely awesome. That's why it's going to be shown to you how I'm deciding all of this, because it makes a difference for what we're building. And I thought about it. I don't want it to be a square castle. I'm going to make it a T, but is this enough? So let's just actually grab some of the oak. And you know what? Let's just see, we don't have the bed in here. Alright, let me go fetch a bed quickly so that we can keep it lit like it's actually day. Alright, we have this over here, and this front position is going to be slightly different, but it should be okay, I believe. This isn't going to be a complete castle. I thought about it quite a bit more. It would be too big for it to get a castle, and I don't want to make this one too big. We will build the castle one day, but somewhere else. Here we're going to build a smart mansion, and for that reason we need to think about this for a moment. We're going to have the walls here sort of semi-smart, and then there'll be a pathway here which we're going to swap away from wood soon. So let's just go here. That's going to go 2 more, so I think that's here, yes. So then here there's a gap, and then this is where the house is going to line up. Now, the reason that I'm sharing this all with you is because I have no idea if this is even anything near a good idea. So there, is the space, and then that's where the line goes to. So let's just do that over here. So yeah, I want to have a little bit of space by the wall. Let's just get 12 because I like numbers divisible by 4 and 2. So there's second one, there's a space. It's up to there. Now this is where the lining of the house would go. And that's where we're currently working, is how will this work for us laying it out? And we're still fine. I kind of don't really know what we'll be doing exactly for the house decorations as well. Okay, let's just see. 2, 1, that one. Ah, we actually happened to get the gap perfect this time for whatever reason. Yeah, I kind of just wanted this episode to be showing what we're going to be looking for. There's where the gap is, so we'll take, that's 2, 3, and that lines up. And we'll just take that whole stack. There we go. So we're going to do a little garden here at the front, and that should be okay, but I think the towers are going to be slightly difficult. So let me just get the 2 wide pathways everywhere for starting the walls, and then we can get back together. Ignoring the crafting table and the shulker box. That, I think, is the color to look for, but I think that adds too much darkness, so we should keep it stripped. Actually, let's just see. I think we can't use the strip because it adds too much light. Thinking about it some more. So this is kind of what we're going to do, and the easiest way for us to get what we want over here is quite simple. We will put the corners in, and I'm kind of trying to work with a style that comes off of the top of my head, and kind of work with is like, I have thoughts for how this should look, but let's just see if we can actually manage it. So there we go, and that should be fine. I fell off quite a lot while doing the first building here, and we will go up like this and accidentally place the stairs in the completely incorrect position, and upside down stairs. It's pretty much the rule of thumb that I stick to in Minecraft, and there I placed some incorrectly. Let's just be careful and actually try and build things like we want to. We will need to be able to get across there for now. That's fine. But I think with this design for the bottom of the tower, we will need to put those in the middle, like so. And then on the inside, in the corners. That is what I believe. Now, this could be completely incorrect, but let's just place one over there and stick that on top upside down. I think you know what, let's just take these up. I know it's wasting resources, but we don't actually have to worry about that, because we've got the tree farm and so on and so forth. And then we can stick that over there, and there, and there. And I have to build some more. So let me just get some more and be right back. I have thought about it, and that will be the corners for the wall, and then we'll just do like a small wall in a very simple way in between these sections. And that isn't completely correct, because it would be something like that, and then at the tall ones we would do something like this. I think that should look decent for walls around defending the house. Let's just quickly go and grab some more of those and put them there so that we can see this better. And you can go there, and you can go there. I think those are too dark, the logs in the background. I think that adds a bit more color. Maybe it should be those that should be stripped at the top. Let me know, because I'm not entirely sure, but that will be the way we do the walls and things like that. On the inside we're going to do grass everywhere, and I thought about it for the house. We might make it have a square on the inside. I just placed all of these slabs as the floor so that we could make sure we can pretty much do anything. And it's like, should we put fences in there? I don't think so. Let's just grab that, because this should look perfectly fine, I believe. And that's in the 5. Oh, it should be 1 when the 5 starts. So that might be fine for the gate, but it should be slightly different here. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe I can't count, because that should be 5. Although thinking about it, let's just go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, it's just these sections here at the front for the garden. So that should be okay. Let's just make a walkway for now, because that would be fine for here, maybe. I'm still debating it, but that's why I'm pretty uncertain about this strategy, and I'm sure you can understand why. Because then, why do we have a lack of jumping skills and the walls like this? Let's just pick that one up. Does it look decent is our question currently. Let's just start the next tower. Okay, so we'll do that. Let's see how fast we can actually start this tower for the wall. And put those in there. Strip them, because I figure that looked better. And then we'll go up 1. And upside down stairs. The luck. There we go. we'll just do this layer and then we'll take a look at it from a distance, because we're not going to finish this tower. This is just still trying to see how this looks, and placing that in the wrong position can't be a, there we go. And let's grab that, and I'm sorry, we'll pick you up and put you there again. There we go. So I was gonna use an ender pearl, and then I was like, wait, will that look decent even with that little section? Like, I think that fits for the style. We'll have to finish all of the walls, but let's just take a moment to consider it. Coming at this quickly from another angle, that looks okay. But now we'll go and take a look at something else as we're ending off this episode. I want to know what people think about those walls, and also about this decoration. I've shared it quite a bit before, but this is where the world seems to be going. And yes, you want to see what's in that room there to the left, and I can say I'm not entirely sure, because I see SGN Epic. I just can't really get... Oh, I dropped that. I still can't get through. I wonder if I can... Ooh, that was not a click. And that seems to let us through. I heard that if we drop items there, we can get through. And then I fail over and over. And then the Might of Thomas Grillo. So SGN Epic's Helping Hand and the Might of Thomas Grillo. This is the brewing area, where we can brew our potions now. And we can just get in and out quite easily, but it's got safety for our defense. So that is where we're going to have to leave it today, and I thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. And I wonder, what do you feel about this little build here? Because I know we need to fix the end rods for lighting quite a bit and adjust it slightly. And how does that wall look as a start? And the reason I'm keeping the connections slightly low is because we're going to have windows that can see over those. So let me know what you guys think about that. I would appreciate it, and I hope you have a great day or night or morning wherever you are, ladies and gentlemen.
Infinite power.